Good morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for Tuesday, April 7th, 2026 Aries. You could feel an urge to invent something new. You feel compelled to create something in the artistic, technical or philosophical field. If only you'd give yourself enough time to pursue these ideas. Today you'd realize that concentration is key to accomplishing all these things. Put away periodicals, computers, phones and other devices and you might be surprised by the wealth of inspiration that comes to you. Taurus, generally you come up with the perfect witty answer one day too late. Impulse and intuition take a backseat for your excellent self-control. The day ahead presents one opportunity to let go of the inhibition that sometimes stymies you. Yield to your instincts a little and see what happens. A little more socializing won't hurt. So please go have fun. Gemini, you think of yourself as fairly modern in your thinking, don't you? But have you really been able to reject tradition? Have you rid yourself of all the cut-mud conversations that confine earlier generations? If not, today you'll be inspired to revamp your role models and lighten your workload. Equality in the home is just as important as equality in the workplace. Cancer, there might be a conflict of interest in your career choice. You might have to deal with a coworker who steps on your toes to run roughshod over your gentle nature. Defend yourself with your favorite weapons, silence, laughter, and perspective. Let your adversary tangle himself or herself in desperate attempts to justify their behavior. Let your boss be wise and discerning to judge the matter. Leo, for a few weeks now you understand that each day brings its share of constraints. For example, today you could feel doubts about your physical appearance. Are you questioning your attractiveness or your ability to make an impression on someone? Did you use bad judgment at some point and you're now afraid that you have hurt your reputation? A decision you make at the end of the day will relieve these anxieties. Virgo, this is a day to think about your private life. Expect to be particularly sensitive to all kinds of demands from those who are close to you. You have the power to create great harmony at home, especially for your relationship. Take stock of everyone's desires and consider any limitations in fulfilling them. Even if the answers aren't around you, it will be helpful just to ask. Libra, today can be a relaxing day provided that you make the necessary effort to deal with material constraints. You would like nothing better than to spend much of your day planning fun activities for the future, but demands from your family, friends or boss force you to concentrate on the here and now. Sit still. Don't abandon your wonderfully pleasing ambitions altogether. Scorpio, there is a lot on your mind today. Over the last 3 weeks, you've analyzed your relationships on a deep and profound level. New people with attractive qualities could be tempting you to make a change. But is this really a good time to start up new friendships or relationships? Are you willing to accept the upheaval such changes could create? These are the questions that you need to ask. Sagittarius, after a few days that were a bit serious, today you awoke with the light heart and boundless energy. Your capacity for seduction will be at its peak, so why not use it to your advantage? The men and women at work in particular will yield to your wishes today. Your influence extends to all levels of the organization. If you've been thinking of asking your boss for a raise, today is the day to do so. Capricorn, if you have children, you could be feeling a bit overwhelmed and overworked. If you don't have children, perhaps the constraints and demands of your professional life are weighing heavily on your mind. Don't you worry, these feelings shall pass. Expect an opportunity to get free of the ties that bind you. Even though it will only be for a while, take advantage of it. Aquarius, feeling grumpy lately? Don't feel so because your bad mood won't last. This attitude is unlike you. Co-workers notice your change in personality but still treat you with consideration and respect. You're fortunate to be able to draw upon the considerable wealth of kindness and good karma that you have built over the years. Your friends and the loved ones treat your mood as an abstract event, which is exactly what it is. Pisces, how hard do you have to work to achieve your purpose? It is as though you carry around the overstuffed sandbag that each step requires a huge effort. This would be a great day to identify the source of the trouble. Ask if you aren't sabotaging yourself and letting your subconscious resist the goals you have so desperately or deliberately set. You have a deep inner mystery to solve, and today is the day to do so. This has been your daily morning horoscope for Tuesday, 7th April 2026. Have yourself a wonderful day.
Well, I tell you what, good morning. Coming out of a wonderful and a long weekend, excitement for a lot of people. Some of you probably profited the opportunity to rest, get some much needed rest. But some people probably would have been out and about, which is, I hope you fly a kite at least. I didn't. I hope you did. But welcome back to the morning show. And let's get back down into our day. It's not Monday, it is Tuesday. Let's go over to the news department. We'll be back. Thanks, guys. We need to take a short break. We'll be back after this. Last Thursday, just before we took our long weekend off, an activity took place in the Constitution Park. Harper spearheaded something in recognition of World Autism Day. And this lady is the parent of a child on the spectrum, and I've always wanted to have that interview, and so it profited the opportunity for us to get a chat with her, because he performed so wonderfully down at that event as well. But you know what, our good mayor, Ms. Geraldine, was happy to share with us what it's like being a parent of a child on the spectrum, and she had some really great nuggets in there for us as well. So I think, you know, the conversation could be a good starter in terms of how we move forward when it comes to persons with autism. We're standing here today and he's performing because this is actually an observance for persons with autism, which means he's on the spectrum.
Yes.
Speak to the importance of understanding and ensuring that the public understands that they're just humans like us, and they can contribute meaningfully, because he just did an amazing contribution, and that is what we're working with. What is it like being a parent? What are some of the challenges from then to date? I mean, we're making a lot more strides these days in terms of acceptance, in terms of, you know, creating the atmosphere that makes them feel welcomed. But you've been living with this, and you have gone through it all. So, you know, just speak to that for us.
Okay, so it has been for me a much better journey than a lot of parents would, because Kyan has certain attributes which made it easier. He's academically capable, he's a musical talent, and we also had quite a bit of family support and people support as well, so that made the journey easier. But it does not take away my sensitivity to the fact that that there's need for support, and perhaps support for parents who have to guide these children through, because there's a lot of judgment in the society, and sometimes they treat the children badly. But you as the parent have to be able to separate yourself from the child and what is actually happening, and manage that child and manage the issues very well. Sometimes you see people treating them badly, but every single person here, but they don't see it. Right. So you do not create that own bias in them. You allow them to just go through the experience, and you manage it. So it calls for a lot of emotional intelligence in parents, and it also calls for a lot of support from family and friends. For me, I place myself in the position of the parents who don't have the support.
Right.
For my son to have gotten where he is, I had to give him a full-time aid from kindergarten to grade 4 to pay for that. Not many parents have that kind of even the vision to be able to do it, because for you to do that you have to sacrifice, you have to put those resources aside for that purpose. So I'm glad that he's actually there. But he just blossomed. He just found the right environments and he blossomed.
My curiosity to do, Geraldine, was it an instant? Do you have control as the parent of a child or a person on the spectrum? You can't decide how they're gonna be. You can, because like you said, he is differently able in the terms that he's quite advanced. There might be children that will not be that way, but there might be a different way. but you as a parent do not have control as to where there is. And I think that is something that also needs to be put out there, because some parents might look at your child and they might judge their child because they're on the different spectrum, the different ends of the stick. And how the importance of encouraging parents to be aware, not find themselves in the road where they try to put demands on the children, thinking that they can make a difference.
And the most important thing, I think, my biggest message is that a child is a gift. You accept that child as a gift, and your responsibility is to make that child become the best that they can be. You don't allow people's judgments and people's issues to affect you. It is there, you're a human, but you remain focused on what the ultimate outcome is, which is to make that child the best that they can actually be and that they can actually contribute. For me, it is now beyond school, getting them into schools. And then when they come out of school, what do they do? My son has 7 O-levels. He's doing his degree in IT and cybersecurity. Where does he find himself? Is there a space to accommodate them, to allow them to bloom, to allow them to become their best self? You've carried them that far. What is the next stage? Because at the time, you can't carry them anymore. The society must continue. So I think what HAPA is doing there is very important. Let us continue to see it happen on an annual basis. Let us see. I know that there have now been a special unit called the Special Education Unit. I want to speak to that. I want to say that we do not have an empty glass. The fact that Kyan was able to go through the public school system and come out this well, it means that there's a lot within it. And I want to speak loudly to the schools that accepted him, like Balata Primary and Coram Secondary, and the teachers in there, and Fortuna Anthony and the School of Music. Those places, Mr. Celestine, who's been working with him, all of the people who have worked with him have actually carried him through to this journey. And I think that just learning from that, just learning from these people, just talking to these people, understanding what they did and what their challenges were, because I can say to you that I know they had their challenges, but they never complained, and we became partners in the process of bringing a child forward, and I'm very, very grateful for that. Today, I'm very grateful, I'm very happy, and I think I cannot say thank you enough to the people who have supported him and continue to support him. Boo Hingson as his mentor, with the music. They look out to the world, they know what they want, and if the world accepts them and allow them to do it, then we have a better world. But what important, I must say to people, very loving, very empathetic, caring, kind, helpful. These are all the good words that I can say about him. And I think when you have a child like that and he can go out there and contribute, I think he should be given the opportunity to. But importantly, make him appreciate himself, because he will speak of himself as being on the autism spectrum. I think acceptance is important. Acceptance by the family, acceptance by him, for him to understand that he is different, but that does not make him lesser. Which is why he has also written his own song called This Is Me. And one day he's actually said to the world exactly what it is. This is me. I'm not broken. I'm just unique. And all of us are unique. Let's accept them. Let's pull them through. Let's ensure that they contribute to the world, and that importantly that you are kind to them and kind to the parents and the people who are trying to keep them together, because it can be very, very challenging for a parent to be bringing on a child on the autism spectrum, and they do not need judgment. They do not need people telling them that the child is unmannerly and that they themselves are poor parents. They need acceptance, they need kindness, they need support. And I say to people, anywhere you see my child doing something wrong, speak to him, guide him, because I need you to also help him, because I am not always there, because I really want to live this world, if I do before him, knowing that I have done my job as a parent and I have left the best version of himself to the world.
Absolutely. Madam Mayor, well said. And thank you for sharing with us. And we appreciate it, because not many people are open to sharing. But you have always been, I know, because I've tried before. But I'm glad that you decided to have that conversation with us this morning, because like you said, it is needed all across the board. Thank you again so much. And big up to my boy. Let me tell you, a star, you know, I love him so much. weekend, so you know what that means, right? Lots of excitement. The kids are now off on their Easter break, and a lot of excitement is going on. So, you know what? We captured some things leading into the weekend, and Heim Rosary, and part of the Rosary family with the ATV Adventure ATV, they did a give back to the Ancillary Primary School. And we were so excited to have been there to witness that. It was just so beautiful. I mean, listen, let me speak to Heim and let you hear the exact unfolding of all of that, because you know, everything about this is just so organic and so real and so genuine, and we like things like that. Oh, what an adventure. We just found ourselves on an amazing adventure. Paris called and he said, listen, we are going to be down in the Ancillary Primary School today. We're doing a little give back. And I said, all right, no problem, because Paris is my boy. And now I'm meeting Heim. So Heim Rosary is also going to be our boy moving forward. And we got here, and I was thinking, oh, it's just a little thing. But what a wonderful day you guys have unveiled and unrolled for the kids down here.
Absolutely.
Wow, Heim, this is amazing.
Thank you.
I know you guys have done stuff for the school before, but this time around it's really and truly at a bigger scale and a bigger level.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about what happens here today.
Well, I mean, to start it all off, I mean, we drive our ATV company, our ATV tour. We drive through the community of Ancillary.
Yeah.
And every time we drive through, we have the kids come out and just wave to us. So to us, it's a really big thing, because for the guests and for our clientele, it gives them a true, authentic, and local experience, which I feel they all love it, you know? So I think the opportunity that we got to do this with the kids is a big achievement for us, because we haven't been able to do something that is to the extent of what we just did. So to be able to see the kids smile, to be able to give back to them and, you know, donate some lunch tables that will not only benefit the kids, but benefit the school for the long-term vision, which we believe is a big thing.
Listen, this is so hot. Listen, this just pulled on my heartstring. I mean, imagine that. The reason for the connect, the fact that you move through the community and the
Absolutely.
kids come out,
Absolutely.
means that you're so in tune.
Yes.
Now that's the kind of people and the kind of things and the businesses we like to support.
Absolutely.
That's not all you did. I see you put a big check in there, which is wonderful as well. So you did more than just the lunch table. You did quite a substantial donation. I see they've got
Sports balls as well. We gave cutlery
for the cafeteria,
Yes.
and a check, of course.
Absolutely. Like I said, we just want to make sure that, you know, this is a long-term vision. It's a long-term partnership with the school to make sure that they know that we are aware of what's going on in the community.
And you appreciate and
Absolutely.
understand the value they bring as
Every
well.
bit of it.
Everybody adds to the thing, the whole experience.
100%.
That is the St. Lucian experience.
Absolutely.
That is beautiful to know that persons within your realm that is handling this has got an eyes for this.
100%.
That's a holistic approach to it.
Absolutely.
Wow. What's the future looking like? Now, I had to go on the ATV, the thing. I had to jump on that at least one day.
Absolutely.
And I think they're going to be the first, because I've never done ATV.
Wow.
No, I've never done it.
All right. Well,
so
there you go.
Paris said
That's
we
your
would
sign.
have to be the first. So
Yes, it is.
yeah, it's going to be my first. You know,
Absolutely.
oh
She
my
has
God,
to
it's
do
going to
it.
be my first.
She's gotta do it.
I've got to do it.
Yes,
So
yes.
tell me a little bit more about your tours and, you know, the company, how long you've been around.
Yeah.
I know the Rosary family seems to be very much into the tourism and creating that awesome experience, you know, that represents the St. Lucian, the authenticity of St. Lucia.
For sure.
So I am glad to see that, you know, and be connected with you as well. Tell me about your tours though.
Yeah, so we have been in operation for about 8 months now.
Okay.
Right, so we do have 30 bikes in total. So we are the largest fleet on the island currently.
Right.
So
Woo.
to start off the tour, we actually go through the banana plantation. We meet some of our local farmers who give our clients some local authentic, you know, experience. And then after that, we give them some fresh coconuts, give them a little insight on what the local farmer does on his day-to-day basis.
Wow.
So from there, we cross a river, we drive through a rainforest. We arrive at the Ancillary waterfall, which is not too far from here.
Wow.
And then we do the waterfall hike, which is about 5 to 6 minute walk. And from there, we come through the lovely village of Ancillary. And then from there, we go to Roseau Beach for a drive on the beach. And then we end off at the Rum Distillery.
At the Rum Distillery, of course. What better way to round up the day?
Exactly.
Whoa, this is amazing. I like what you do.
Thank you very much.
Because it's more than just okay sightseeing.
100%.
I like that you incorporated the information and the historical part of it, getting the farmers to explain and stuff of that sort. Man, you guys have got this made. I don't know. Listen, where can we find it though? Because can we as St. Lucian book as well? We can,
Absolutely.
We can book
So
the tour,
we are
innit?
on adventureatv.com. So it's adventure with 2 D's.com, adventureatv.com, or you can find us online on social media on Instagram as well.
Right.
All right.
And I know you're busy. The season is open.
Oh, yes, very
The
nice.
season is open now. So, is there a specific time that we could book? What is it? What's the process for booking?
Right. So if you want to book, you can message on WhatsApp, and the tour times are 10 a.m. and 1 p.m.
Okay.
Every single day.
Can I book private?
Absolutely.
Big up you guys. Thank you so
very
much. You guys
Thank
doing
you
a
guys for coming
wonderful
out.
job. And this
Appreciate
here
you.
today is absolutely remarkable.
Wonderful, yes.
And,
Like I
we
said,
need
it's for
more
the long-term
corporate-
vision.
Yeah, we need more of this. And I think
Absolutely.
this is also could be inspiration for others to come on
100%.
board and start doing stuff of that
Absolutely.
nature. I'm sure this will go a long way for the students.
100%. Thank you guys for
Absolutely.
coming out.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Take care, guys.
Listen, it's so beautiful here. We're down in Marigot Bay. I mean, come on. We're not moving. But it's a good time to remind you, you made a promise to yourself, stick true to it. Honor your health, honor your wealth, honor yourself, and honor your temple. Let's start moving. BweelzFit Lifestyle is next.
Hey, what's up, St. Lucia and my fellow BweelzFit lifestylers? Today we have a HIIT workout session for you. Only 6 minutes. So what we're going to do today, we're going to give you a HIIT explosive exercise and a 10-second rest. We're going to target the core area also. So we want to hit a dynamic core. Cameraman, hit. Give me a hit in the stomach there. Come on, harder than that. Harder than that. That's right. That's joke. But that's what we want. An explosive exercise, and we hit in the core also. Come, remember, first thing when you do when you wake up, you pray. Second, you try to defecate. Third, take a sip of water. 4, come with the DBS and BweelzFit Lifestyle family. Let's get it done. Good morning. Hey, what's up, St. Lucia? We're back again, and we have our lovely, very own BweelzFit Lifestyler, Ashel, with us. Say hi, Ashel. Hi. And she's going to be showing you all how to do the exercises today. Get ready. 6 minutes. Hope you guys have your towel, your water. I've got my Prime. So you all don't know what that is. It's a very good energy drink. Only sold at BweelzFit Lifestyle. Come check us out. All right, so first, we're going to start with some jump squats. And remember, we're going to hit 30 seconds, explosive. And our rest period, we're going to target the core. So throughout the 6 minutes, our body will be activated. All right, let's get it. We're going to start with jump squats. 3, 2, 1, go. That's it. Notice she's controlling it down. Her back is still flat, chest out, and she's pushing back. Her knees is definitely not passing her toes. All right, let's go. 30 seconds. Let's go, St. Lucia. Come along with her. 10 more seconds in. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The rest period now, we're going to just go high knees. So 10 seconds rest, high knees, let's go. So we're resting whilst we go to do high knees.